President William Ruto is a very smart politician. Hiyo nampea hata kama he's not a good leader because people are suffering under his leadership. Hiyo ni kweli ya mambo. But Ruto is very smart. And now you see one of the things that made Ruto the president is the church. And now he's continuing with this gospel ya kanisa. And you see, it's using the church to actually win elections. I remember some few months ago, 2 to 3 months, Ruto pledged that he would actually, build 1.2 billion church in Statehouse. And of course, people don't understand. Why should you build a big church yet people are going angry? You see, I believe he was not doing it out of his heart. He was just doing it as a campaign tool. You see, Ruto, whatever he does in the campaign, PR stunt. That's all. Because I also don't understand why should we have a big church in Statehouse. Of course, church is a good thing, but you see, in Kenya, ni corruption. Like, mtu anajenga church kubwa 1 billion, kumbe half of the amount has gone to someone's pocket.
Yani, sijui hata mimi nataka watu wananiuliza nini. Mimi sijakuja kuanzisha kanisa State House, nimekuta kanisa ikiendelea. Nimekuja pale nikakuta State House ni nyumba ilijengwa miaka 120 iliyopita. Ile mbao ilikuwa imewekwa siku hiyo imeoza hapo State House. Paa inatoka maji. Nikasema wacha nirekebishe. Sasa hili mimi narekebisha, mnataka nirekebishe State House. Mimi niishi mahali mzuri.
And that's what's happening in Kenya. So people saw this as a corruption scandal that was going to come, and now people rejected it. Okay, so you see now, today was in Siaya, Ogunja in particular, and you see, Ruto is trying to, of course, he's building churches. He has pledged 20 million shillings. Skiza. Yes, that's a good thing. I don't think there's anything wrong with building a church, because if you have the money, build a church. Also pledged for Raila Modinga. Raila take 5 million. I don't know whether Raila contribute. Ama nasema yeye yako hapo asihitajwe. So, you see, this shows that the bishops, I don't know whether this money goes to church ama goes to the pocket of bishop. You see, nowadays, some pastors, some bishops wametumia church kama biashara. Not all of them are genuine, but some of them are genuine. I have to be honest. Some of them are just genuine. But some of them, they use the money kwa mambo zao za kibinafsi, not for the church. And I don't know these 20 millions, if Ruto akipeana, where does it go? Does it go to someone's pocket, or does it go to the church? Because Ruto has been receiving backlash all over in Mabakanisa. And people see him as he's using this church issue for campaign purpose. Yeah? Because even the last campaign, before actually the last elections, the church believed in Ruto. Because he was seen every weekend donating money. In fact, it even brought to attention Raila Modinga, and Raila castigated Ruto, called him a thief. Unaiba pesa wa Kenya, you go to church, you contribute as a way of trying to appeal to Kenyans that you are a godly person and you need the votes. In fact, I even saw Ruto crying for church. And of course, Kenyans are so emotional, and Kenyans want to vote in emotions. Kenyans don't vote, based on your manifestos. They vote based on the emotions. Wakiona umepigwa sana vita, wanakurumia, wanalia, wanapigia kura. And that's actually what happened in the last elections. That's why people are crying. Oh, how did you find yourself in this situation? Because you guys were tricked. Yeah, you saw someone in church, you went and voted for him, but you didn't know the real character. That's the truth. And now we are seeing it repeating itself. And because we are just 1 year away from elections. Next year, they're facing elections. And you are seeing the same script being played by President William Ruto, using the church to appeal to the public that I'm a godly person, then you need to vote for me. Yeah, after hiyo ni kulia, Gen Z revolution, watu wameuawa, people are disappearing, corruption, kila kitu. Right now, you're seeing share pesa imepotea, and there's no way we are going to recover that money. Hii imeenda hivyo. In fact, you're talking about, closing hospitals. We are closing hospitals, yet hiyo pesa imepotea, hiyo pesa iko wapi? You see? Those are the questions I think Kenyans need to ask themselves. Where is the money? Okay, you are closing the church. We agree. But where is the money? You see? That's the big question. Kenyans demand answers. And you see, the president you know address that issue. And you say, going to church, actually contributing millions. Okay? Of course, Kenyans can forget about what happened. But in this sense, there's corruption in the country. Of course, no one should actually detest ama kukataa kanisa kujengwa because churches, they have to be built. Yeah? But I think in a good way. No, not as a campaign tool. They are seeing Ruto, doing in Siaya and all over the country. Because after the kanisa, he called other people for mganga. That's what they did. He was bidding churches in the last elections. Then after Mina Kanisa, he calls Raila mganga. So a big percentage saw Raila Odinga as a mganga. And of course, Raila is a godly person. But you see, in politics, Ruto referred to him as a mganga. And of course, you see, some people brought it to a point whereby people even, did vote for Raila Odinga, believing that Raila is a mganga. And that is the nature of Kenya's politics. And Ruto is smart in that. That's why I call him a smart politician. You see, being smart doesn't mean that you're a good person. You're just smart. You know how to play your cards. Like it doesn't mean that you are a good person. So being smart is different from being a good person. So get me very clearly. Now tell me, do you think it's a good gospel? To build churches for that can be voted for? Because I believe churches should be built out of goodwill. Majenga, Mungu. Jenga because you want the votes. If you love politics, then Dr. Politica is your cup of tea. The place for minds that think. If you are watching this from anywhere else, search the name, hit subscribe, and stay sharp with us. Thank you for making Dr. Politica your home for fearless political truth. Every view, every like, every share fuels the fire behind the hours of research, filming, and editing we pour into each episode. By showing up consistently, you don't just support a channel, you empower a voice. In a world ruled by headlines, spin, and power games, you remind us that real people still care about real facts. We are here to inform, inspire, and ignite critical thinking, not just for today, but for generations to come. You are not just a viewer, you are the reason this platform exists.